Hi there, I'm David. I'm making this video because I've been searching around YouTube to find information about stick height and to find good tutorials about stick stroke height and movement and so forth. And there are lots of good drummers providing lots of good advice, but there were no videos about this very specific idea. Okay, here's the idea. The height of my stick in the right hand needs to be equal to the height of my stick in the left hand. Basically, both stick beads must travel the same distance from the head in both hands if we wish to produce a consistent sound. Okay? And a lot of drummers right now are saying, hey, this goes without saying. Well, if it went without saying, we wouldn't have millions of drummers all over the world doing it incorrectly. Okay, so to reiterate, let me say that whether we're talking about matched grip or traditional grip, the bead of the stick should travel the same distance from the head to produce a consistent sound. In the marching world, we talk about 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches, 12 inches, and stick height is kind of synonymous with volume. Okay. Now, yes, velocity can come into play, and that gets a little more complicated, but we'll talk about that in another video perhaps. But for now, let's demonstrate 3 inches. Notice that the stick heights are about equal, 6 inches, 9, 12, and both sticks are traveling about the same distance from the head. I'm not doing this, and so on, okay? Because that's the trouble that a lot of drummers get into. Their right hand is very dominant. To break that habit, I suggest you practice that exercise, very simple, single stroke, set a metronome, do it for 3 minutes at a time. Set a metronome a little faster, do it again for 3 minutes. Set a metronome a little faster, do it again for 3 minutes. It's a great way to work the muscles. I also recommend to my students to practice mirror activities. That is, if your right hand is stronger than the left, great. Your left can learn from the right hand by doing mirror images. In other words, you can mimic the movements here with this arm. Watch this. Now, of course, the grip is different because I'm using traditional grip, but the movement of the stick and the basic premise of the stroke is identical. Speaking of the stroke, I am using what we call a piston stroke, which is down up. So the ready position is here, and then my stroke is simply down up. Notice that my ready position is not here, because if it were here, then I have to prepare first and then down up. In other words, up, down, up. Up, down, up. That's inefficient. Better is here. Ready position, down, up, down, up, down, up. Matched grip. Now in the orchestral world, we don't refer to inches exactly. We don't say 3, 6, 9, 12, the way that the instructors of drum lines speak. But we do concern ourselves with stick height because, again, stick height is synonymous with dynamics, with volume. And so here's maybe pianissimo, piano, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, forte, fortissimo, triple fortissimo. Notice that the sticks are traveling about the same distance from the head. Okay, so that's the lesson, and again, practice single stroke exercises with a metronome, 3 minutes at a time. It's a great way to deal with your sticks, and also practice mirror images so that one side of your body can learn from the dominant side of your body. And that's it. Happy drumming.